brands, buckled bands, tricky dicky master plans, words for the herds and the flocks of the birds that never endeavor to become clever, whatever.
Skjøgel! Skalver! Skilder klovner!
Hello YouTube, I'm Oliver Perrin for Semiagog. You know the drill. I am here with an update on the anti-YouTube censorship concept. A very quick one. There has been some talk of how to name this. I come from a branding background. Please don't judge me for it. I know it's a vile, revolting thing to have spent time in advertising and marketing, and I spent many years there. I am henceforth and forevermore covered in a coat of slime as a result. But I'll do my best to reform. And as a part of this process, I have a concept. The notion for this entire network that operates in defiance of attempts to, on the part of others, to encircle and throttle it. Here's the idea. When I was a kid, there was a group of books. It was kind of like the Hardy Boys books. Most of you probably will not know anything about the Hardy Boys or Nancy Drew. It's probably best that you don't because they sucked. There was, however, an alternative book series to the Hardy Boys, but a kind of a similar concept, a theme of a series of books that kids could collect, and each one was kind of like a different adventure. Well, this was called Alfred Hitchcock's Three Investigators. And I used to read it when I was very small. Well, these three investigators were three kids. I pulled up the Wikipedia page because I couldn't even remember their fucking names. I just remember this one thing, and we'll get to it because it's the brand for this resistance. But allow me to build. Wait for it. So, the three investigators. The first was Jupiter Jones. The other was Peter Crenshaw. And the last was Bob Andrews. And these three kids went after the bad guys. Whenever something bad happened in their little town, they would meet in a salvage yard that Jupiter Jones's parents had. This is a great fucking series for kids, man. Listen to this. Jupiter Jones, former child actor named Baby Fatso, although he hates it when people mention this. Jupiter is intelligent and stocky and has a remarkable memory and deductive skills. Jupiter's parents, professional ballroom dancers, died in a car crash when he was 4 years old. So he now lives with Uncle Titus Jones and Aunt Matilda, who operate a salvage business. And yes, in that salvage business, I did not lose the thread, there is a school bus that has been buried under garbage. And by entering a cunningly crafted trap door, the three investigators can meet inside the school bus, their secret lair, where they plan how to get back at bad guys. But now we come to the point, and the point of all of this is the brand for this anti-censorship resistance that is taking shape. When these three guys had to get something done, when these youngsters had to go up against the adult world, a nice stand-in for the establishment, they would put out a call through all the other kids. And that call was called the Ghost to Ghost Network. So when they had to find someone who was in disguise or who had committed a crime, whatever it was, they would put the word out to every kid they knew. And every kid that they contacted would in turn contact three more. Basic exponential multiplication, and the kind of thing that everybody who's been raised on the tit of the internet, gaming, networked communications, all that shit. Everybody's familiar with this. Nothing new. But the name, just let it sink in. The Ghost to Ghost Network. And I like where it came from. It's got the right spirit of irreverence. And this is kind of nice because instead of having to deal with a fucking client when I come up with a brand concept, who'll always shit on it, right? They always do. Man, you're going to find nothing in the world of advertising, marketing, and communications more than a bunch of pissed off would-be artists who cry and fetch when their concepts don't get driven through. But that's my point. I can reach out to all of you directly. No client in the way. No middleman. No hungry bear on the bridge that demands his price, to adapt a Turkish saying into English. Nobody will understand that. Anybody who speaks Turkish will. Anyway, that's the concept. The ghost to ghost network. That's what this is. So from one pallid ghost to another, to all of you out there within this network, developing your monitor tans, I say stand together, band together, kick some ass, and take some names. Get it? Got it? Good. Semiagog out.
Books, brands, buckled bands, tricky dicky master plans, words for the herds and the flocks of the birds that never endeavor to become clever, whatever, but never try, never fly, and never ever, never knew why.